we're live. Hey, everybody. It is Saturday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Red Dead Redemption 2. Hope you're all having a good evening. Joining us this evening, we got Crimson.
Hey.
We got Eliza.
Hello.
We got Lotus Prince.
Good evening, everyone.
And we've got my continuing efforts to 3D print the Vigilant and Comicron 1. Mind you, I haven't gotten to Comicron 1 yet because we're just kind of working one at a time to try to get them to work properly. So I have a new appreciation for toy manufacturers who have to do this. Mind you, they have an easier time because they have molds to work with.
Yeah.
But like in the back of the Vigilant, there's supposed to be a bunch of piping, which we have removed because that just has kept creating issues. We've learned, like, the original model of the Vigilant is very thin, which works just fine when you're trying to, have it fly around space, but when you're trying to print it, it gets very flimsy, and almost, this is the one with the, like, paper thin wings, but you can, I could snap this off very easily if I so desired. But we're still doing that, hoping to have some of them ready for Too Many Games, which is what's going to happen next weekend. We will not have a stream next weekend.
I'm looking forward to that weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep, I was going to talk to you about watching over the cats while we're gone.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Yeah, Vega and I are going to be there. We'll have lots of stuff. We'll have the little descent ships for sale as well. I've half painted them. I've gotten the windshields all painted. Mind you, I should bring some unpainted ones in case people want to paint them themselves, because I'm trying to get accurate with the paint, but I'm doing this by hand. So, yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a descent ship painted in trans flag colors.
Don't ask me about my Captain Cold gun.
I'm not doing anything that extreme for these paint jobs. I'm trying to make them like as they are presented, which creates an interesting problem because these are based off of Descent 1, so all the guns and the missiles are this blue color for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but it looks kind of weird, but I'm trying to be accurate to how it was presented.
Fair enough.
And yes, I could print like the Descent 3 version of the ship, which technically looks cooler, but it's a lot more of a complicated model. So I hope everyone's having a good evening. I hope you've watched the Mr. T and the T-Force video, which just came out.
Nah.
Found the
Oh yeah, and I also printed off the guide bots from Descent as well. That was much easier
nice.
paint job. I just paint a little red triangle.
Nice.
And of course we got the mini Poyos back here. All nice and painted up here. Again, all hand painted, which is why they will. I don't have any actually blank ones because I actually have enough time to paint them before the trip because I've been trying to make sure that we have lots and lots of cool stuff to bring to you. I think the only thing we're not going to have, unlike previous times, is T-shirts because T-shirts take up a lot of weight room and they're expensive for me to restock. I would like to bring T-shirts normally because I've done so in the past and it's been great, but unfortunately, I know Shark Robot stopped carrying one of the shirts. I want to say it was the I Am a Man shirt, so it's actually much more expensive to restock that. So we got the mini Poyos, we got new DVDs and CDs because we got A Voice from the Dark and Winter of '83. So hopefully y'all enjoy those when you come, and you should come to Too Many Games because it's a great old time. So
I can't go. I'm babysitting your children.
I know.
I'll be there Friday or Saturday.
Well, looking forward to seeing you, man.
Yeah,
All right, well, Linkara's just going to have to hug you for me, Lotus. That's just going to have to happen.
In the meantime, last time on Red Dead Redemption 2, we killed everybody.
Cool. So the game's over.
Everybody is dead. We have murdered every single
of
person in this town.
Numbers.
It is shocking that there is anyone still alive.
Okay, question.
Yo.
Did we take the Jim West approach of shoot first, shoot some more after that, and then when everybody's dead, try to ask a question or two?
Oh, we already knew the answer. It didn't have. Well, we left one person alive, which I still think we should have killed because they kidnapped a kid. We still don't know where that kid is, but now we've got bigger problems because as a result of us murdering both sides of this stupid conflict, the Pinkertons have stopped by.
Oh no!
Well, that was the thing. Yeah, like the only
Hey, what
people
was that
who
we
didn't
did?
kill were the ones who said they'd be back in greater numbers.
Yeah, what? We should have been. I am still shocked that we did not kill the Pinkertons when we had the chance. Baffled by that decision. So now we gotta go find a new place to live. So let's go and do that, shall we?
They really should have allowed us to kill the Pinkertons.
Yes!
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Everybody is dead, Dave.
Oh. I might have too many tabs open on my web browser.
Man, you need to get one tab like the rest of us real people.
Why is there a heart overlapping the chat? I have no idea. I see that too. I have no idea why it's there. It just is there.
Yeah, I've
Yeah, I
had people
don't
complain
know.
about that in my streams as well. Apparently, some like emote function is coming, but it obscures the bottom chat, which means you can't read the damn chat.
Well, the good news is it's tiny and it's only like at the very bottom, so hopefully won't be a huge deal.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say this once. No Spider-Verse spoilers.
Yes.
No Flash spoilers. I don't care.
I still
End
have
of
not.
discussion.
Yeah, I still have not seen Spider-Verse. I don't care about the Flash, but obviously some people do care.
Yeah, but those two for sure don't spoil, because I'm trying to get out to go see Spider-Verse, because I actually do want to see Spider-Verse.
I really want to see it too.
She'll kill us all. I know, but
Also, no talking really about the One Piece trailer.
Now I
Yeah.
think that no, I think this is the autosave right before the Pinkertons showed up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect.
But of course, Marston.
Yes, also no
Oh.
Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, no Rise of the Beast either.
Clockwork Soul, we'll be back. We'll be back in great numbers. Well, you'll be coming back with one less. Uh-oh, bang.
Yeah, why wasn't that the cutscene? Yeah.
Yeah, there's like so many. You'll at least give us the choice.
Right?
I thought this was an open world game.
Not a problem. Visitor.
Like you all could see this in action. It was just the two of them.
Mr. Vanderlyn, Mr. Matthews, I presume. Who are you?
Rip Van Winkle.
Shoot the Pinkerton.
Yeah, these were the guys you absolutely should have shot, and explicitly gave you reason to, and you just didn't.
Ah, Mr. Morgan.
Mega Timmy
Nice
Tommy,
to see
anyone
you
else
again.
see Elemental?
Nope.
I
Not
haven't
yet.
seen
I
it,
don't know if
no.
you're aware, but this
Want to?
is a civilized
Someone is saying the heart is giving off smiley faces now. I'm not seeing that, but I'll take your word for it.
I don't even see the heart.
I don't think everyone's YouTube is updated like mine hasn't.
None of us
Yeah,
use
fair
it. I
enough.
pity the fool who posts spoilers.
This thing,
Jedi Protector, tell the Pinkertons to stay away from my Magic the Gathering cards and tell Wizards of the Coast to stop screwing with the OGL.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's an emote thing.
He has forgotten himself and found only appetites.
and as a consequence, that lets you take what you please, kill whom you please, and have
Yes,
the
kill
rest
whom
of
we please. Why can't just kill them?
Messiah to these lost souls you've led so horribly astray.
I'm nothing but a seeker, Mr. Milton.
You ain't much of anything more than a killer, Mr. Vanderlyn. But I came to make a deal. It's time. You come with me, and I give the rest of you 3 days to run off, disappear, and go and
Yeah,
live
how
on
magnanimous. We just
things
killed like an entire
friends.
population and you're giving threats.
We've killed two entire groups of people here. You didn't bring enough men.
Low lives
What is the
Like,
difference?
Who the hell are you? Like,
and tears and love. Ain't that fine?
I don't want to kill all these folk, Dutch. Just you.
In that case, it'd be my honor to join you. Excuse me, friends.
Yes, there is a third movie coming for Spider-Verse.
And technically it wasn't greenlit, they literally split it in two because the movie was going to be 5 hours long otherwise.
Yeah.
You're making a big
You are another
mistake.
more than killer. Pot, meat, kettle.
like,
Hey, well, I would
it's an
personally
open
love
world
a,
game. Who do you think I am?
well, I would personally love a 5 hour long animated film. I don't think other people would.
Stop following.
I mean, I probably
like,
would be
I'm
fine
turned
with
off
it.
just because it's 2 parts. It's like, well, I'll wait till the second part comes out.
And when I return, I'll be with
Yeah,
50
it's weird
men.
because there are certain movies where
All
like
of you will
you don't
die.
feel time goes by.
Run
Like
away from this
the original
place,
Avengers
fools.
is 2.5 hours long, but it does not feel like a 2.5 hour movie.
Well, and also when it came out, they weren't like, oh,
Bang,
it'll
bang, bang,
finish in
bang,
the next
bang, bang,
movie.
bang, 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 bang.
Shoot the Pinkerton!
House, hidden in the swamps
You have a sniper rifle! He is walking away!
Yeah, I would have no problem with the 5-hour Spider-Verse movie, to be fair.
Same. Well, for me, that movie would probably wind up taking about 8 or 9 hours to watch, but that's because
At this point, I don't think I could handle a 2-hour Spider-Verse. Like, I haven't seen John Wick 4, and I freaking love John Wick, and like it's almost 3 hours. Like, I can't do it.
Here's how I watch movies. I will watch for about half an hour, pause, do something else for like 15, 20 minutes, turn the movie back on.
I can't do that.
Anyway, we are now caught up. Let's go scout out our new potential place to be.
I have massive ADHD, so I just can't sit still through an entire film unless I'm like watching it with other people, because that gives me something I can do while watching the film, namely comment on the film.
Yeah, I'm like the polar. Like, I mean, I will happily watch and comment on a film, but like otherwise, like I'm the polar opposite. Like I want to finish something when I start it, or else I'm afraid I won't finish it.
Okay, I'm gonna let this slide once, Cameron Tive. This is just how I sound all the time.
What do you mean by sounding annoyed?
Yeah. Like, I've sounded...
Go ahead.
I've sounded like this since 2012.
I sound annoyed because we should have shot the Pinkertons already.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm annoyed about.
exactly.
I want to kill the Pinkertons. That's the only thing I'm annoyed by.
We're only annoyed because more cops aren't dead. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that.
Technically,
Leave the
Pinkertons
real
aren't
world
cops.
at the door.
Yes.
They thought there was a lot of gold. Yeah, they thought there was money. Ain't there all?
When I say F the Pinkertons, I'm referring to the Pinkertons in the video game.
Yes.
Correct.
Don't always work out.
You know, the Pinkertons as were invented by the brand new 2021 game Red Dead Redemption 2.
By Rockstar Games, right? Is that who made it?
Yeah.
Can only move on.
Okay, well, you know, the ones that were invented by Rockstar Games.
Geez, I'm sorry, I was way off. 2018. I wasn't even close.
Wait, this game came out in 2018?
It's older than I thought.
Did it really? I thought it came out in 2019 or something.
Well, bear in mind the time is an
I
illusion
just
now,
Googled it.
thanks to COVID.
Yeah,
it was
true.
late. It was October 2018, but still.
I thought it was like late 2019 it came out.
Yeah, I was too recent.
APAB.
Then again, let's face it, 2020 was a hell of a decade.
Gonna recommend a game for the stream, Power Wash Simulator.
I've thought about doing Power Wash Simulator. I don't know if I would really enjoy that as much. I mean, it would be definitely a good game for the stream.
That's a game where you play like a level, and then you get it. It's just more like
Yeah.
how satisfied are you personally by doing the same kind of thing? Because it's like Death Stranding. You get into a groove, but I don't know how engaging it would be for you to do that for like 90 minutes.
A lot of people actually do enjoy playing that, or just watching play it, just because it is satisfying watching it.
There is a certain,
get everything
like-
clean. No, what we're going
Yeah.
to be doing in the future, in case you missed Mistress Doom's stream a while ago where she was opening up Pokemon cards and I was on, eventually we're going to be doing a Zolock on Tuesdays with her. She's recovering.
Nice.
She's recovering from jaw surgery right now, so probably not until at least July for that to happen. I want to do Pokemon fusions, but the problem is I don't want to double dip on Pokemon. But I've also
Yeah,
thought
fair
about
enough.
doing GTA or at some point here, because I think that'll be fun too.
Yeah, GTA would be great.
I suggest Vice City.
Is Vice City? Oh no,
It's the
no, that's on Steam, right?
Yeah, it is.
I think so. Vice City is on Steam, I believe.
It is on Steam. I have it on Steam.
Well, touche.
Or at least I had it on Steam. I don't know if I still have it on Steam.
I was gonna say, right now I'm streaming on Tuesdays. I stream Jedi Survivor, which is a lot of fun, and then on Thursdays I do Marvel's Midnight Suns, which I didn't expect to like, but I do, and it's weird.
I see recommendations for Portal, but I think we've brought this up before. Portal, you really have to focus on the puzzle solving.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, the entire personality of those games is listening to GLaDOS speak.
SideQuester, a Zolock is a Pokemon game where two people play the game together, and it's like a Nuzlocke, but the Pokemon they catch on each route are connected to each other, and if one person KOs the Pokemon from that route, both Pokemon die.
Yep.
It's like an even more harder Nuzlocke.
Yep, it's basically it's like a slightly more advanced Nuzlocke, especially depending on the rules. Some people like to play Solocks where I'm trying to remember you have the same types in your party. I don't know if I'll be doing that rule. We'll see.
Come and fight me like a man. Okay.
Emperor Seth, I mentioned my mom passing away the other week. Well, she had 2 cats, and now I have 3 cats. Diplomatic relations are ongoing. Does anyone have a kitty family fusion story to share?
Yeah, actually, Dipper, who's Cody's cat, had to integrate with Hime and Echo, but Echo's going to be leaving for Germany soon. Not right away, but we'll probably have him till at least the end of the year, and then he's moving to Germany with Spiri.
That's strange. I thought Echo was going to be leaving for Germany soon.
Nice.
Hey.
What the fuck just happened?
I wasn't looking. Well, did we kill him?
Nope,
No, he killed himself.
Damn.
Not my problem. He was a Confederate.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Then I don't care.
Mario says, one of the Mafia games would be nice, but same problem as GTA, copyrighted music. Yeah, GTA is brutal with copyrighted music.
Yeah.
Also, like Red Dead 2, lots of language for all the time as they're set in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s respectively. Yeah.
I have never played a Mafia game.
Okay, y'all need to help me pressure Lewis to do Star Trek Bridge Crew.
We'll probably do Star Trek Bridge Crew at some point. Don't worry.
I
that's one
freaking
of those
love
things
that
that,
game
like,
so much.
Like I don't follow Star Trek, but that does seem like something that'd be up your alley.
It does look like a fun game. I wanted to try playing it myself.
I played the demo
Well,
before.
I know. Yeah, because I know. Well, Spiri has it on VR, and then I have it, and then like I know like 6 people that I can play with Star Trek Bridge Crew. So.
I think that's a lot. Didn't even have to.
God damn it! I want to loot these bodies.
Plus there's the next gen DLC, which is really fun. Oh, and then the TOS, which I friggin' hate playing in the TOS because I don't know what the buttons do, and it doesn't tell you. So when you play, there was one time I was playing with a couple of my friends, and we pressed a button and accidentally blew up a ship we weren't supposed to.
Whoops.
Whoops!
I just have one question about Star Trek Bridge Crew. Can you be an engineer?
Yes, there's 4 positions. So there's captain, there's engineer who deals with the engines and weapons and all that. There's tactical, which does the transport beam and firing of weapons as opposed to putting energy into weapons. And then there's the guy who drives the freaking starship.
Moving too slow, John.
Because
Things to do.
But after watching Star Trek and watching my way through I'm currently watching my way through Star Trek Next Generation. I have learned one thing: I like Starfleet engineers a lot.
It was once described as those wonderful engineers who can turn rocks into replicators.
Yep.
My favorite though is still Scotty. Montgomery Scott is amazing.
Yeah. Emperor Seth, if you want to introduce them a little bit more quickly, do what I did with Dipper and feed them all treats at the same time, while supervising, and then they'll understand. And then usually what happens is, if you feed them all at the same time, they realize that they're not threats to each other because you like them all equally, if that makes sense. I have not seen Primal yet, but it is on my list.
I've seen the first season of it, and I want to watch more of it.
Yeah, I got so much crap on my watch list. I'm currently binging through the rest of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I got to get through that because I know it ended finally.
Come on, let me dump the body over the edge. It'll save me time.
Yeah, right?
What are we going to do, hurt him?
I've been watching through Goof Troop again lately because I'm doing a video on it in the future.
Damn, that's a callback.
The other thing I really wanted get through, which everybody keeps telling me to watch and I haven't watched yet, is Andor. I have not gone through Andor
Still
yet.
haven't seen Andor yet either.
Like,
I want
it's
to
funny
do it.
because like
I still
I've
haven't
sorry,
seen
go ahead.
No, I was also going to say I still haven't seen season 3 of Mandalorian yet either. Like, that's how friggin' behind I am.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm pretty much done with Star Wars now, but I hear that Andor is like the thing to watch because like it's set in the Star Wars universe, but otherwise it tries not to connect too heavily with like the 5 named characters from the movies that everything has to connect to, or else it doesn't count. And it just does its own thing, and is apparently good.
Although I will say I did quite enjoy Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought that was a really good story because it like not only gave closure to Obi-Wan Kenobi's story about how he blamed himself for Vader in the first place, but it also did a really good job of like explaining like how it's not his fault and that he doesn't have to feel guilty about it.
It's just a good story, you know.
Yeah.
And Ewan McGregor deserved his own an Obi-Wan movie or like something, a good one, because let's face it, Gil, I don't say let's face it, I don't like the prequels.
I do, but I'm different.
I don't hate them, but they leave a lot to be desired.
I liked episode 1, even though that's like it's not very good in retrospect, but like I like episode 1 the best. Episode 2 bored me to tears, and episode 2 has like the meme lines, like so it's treason then, but otherwise episode 3 is the best of the prequels, but it also like stood out the least to me. Like, I saw it once and I'm like, all right, that's a movie.
For me, the only Star Wars movie I don't like is Rise of Skywalker.
That movie's just atrocious. It's just like cobbled together.
Like make some kind of unified theory. All conversations eventually come back to Star Wars. Because how many times have we talked about Star Wars on this stream before?
Way too often.
Do we gotta bring back King's Quest? Do we gotta do that again?
Yes.
No, I was just gonna say it's a real shame that they never finished after Last Jedi. That really sucks.
Yeah, it's a real damn shame.
Yeah. It's a shame that there's only 8 Star Wars films on the main storyline.
I know, whatever, it's fine. But
on
no,
the plus side, I'm nearly done with King's Quest 2015. This week's gonna do it. It's a great game.
That is one of my favorite games. I'm not gonna lie.
It has a shocking amount of deep cuts.
And the ending leaves it so open for a sequel that never happened.
Yeah, because like it doesn't feel quite like a King's Quest game in terms of gameplay, but like it's like, would people really like it if it were though? Like the old style, because like a lot of that was just frustrating and trying to figure stuff out by clicking everything on everything.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost.
Well, I love the King's Quest style puzzles. I will say that the modern King's Quest works better for the modern world.
Yeah, and it tells a better story.
Yes.
Because the original ones would have like text at the very beginning or at the very end. It turns out this is what's happening, and you're like, oh. But it wasn't really until 5 and 6 where they more obviously told a story like throughout.
A real city, the future.
Oh man, the future.
The future is very industrialized, I see,
Yeah.
and kind of pollution-y.
Yeah. Don't worry. How much could there possibly be across the whole world? It'll never get that bad.
Yeah,
it will never get that bad ever. It's fine.
Go see what you can figure out. Yes.
I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like the last time because here's the thing, like I'm trying to think of the last movie that I saw in theaters that I was like really excited about. Renfield.
Chapter 4, St. Dennis.
It's been a very long time for me because like I was invited to see Mario. I liked it fine, but I wasn't super excited about it.
Oh, I didn't see it at all.
It was fine. And the movie I saw before that was Rise of Skywalker, which is already pushing 3 or 4 years ago because that's the last movie I saw pre-COVID. I don't know.
I saw
what
Birds
I saw
of
before
Prey
that. John Wick 3 maybe? I was excited about that.
I saw Birds of Prey pre-COVID. That was fun. But like I have not really No, I'm trying to think. Like, the last couple of movies I saw in theaters was Renfield and then the Dungeons and Dragons movie, which actually was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've heard good
saw
things about
Dungeons and
it.
Dragons streaming, and I was very surprised by like how much of a delightful romp it was.
The last movie I thought saw in theaters was A Quiet Place.
Oh, that's going back. I heard that was good. I haven't seen it.
Oh
It
no,
is.
Renfield was a hell of a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, Renfield looked fun.
I'm a huge Nick Cage stan, so I'll see any Nick Cage movie ever. But apparently there's a new trailer out for his next movie, which is Sympathy for the Devil, where he plays the passenger.
Oh my god.
And I'm so excited because he's got bright red hair and he looks amazing. So
You know, like I gotta say, like this was also I did not see it in theaters, but somebody streamed it for me because when it came on streaming. But The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, that was awesome.
So good.
oh
Such
my
a good
god,
movie.
I friggin' love that movie so much. Pedro Pascal is the best.
He is, but like they brought back leather jacket Nick Cage from that like meme video where he flips forward on that British talk show. I couldn't believe it. It was
Right?
amazing.
It was great. I
What
loved
crime?
it.
I didn't do anything.
He's like, ladies and gentlemen, Nicolas Cage. He just does a flip and starts like kicking and throwing bells, and people don't know what to do with them. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know that Nick Cage is going to be in Dead by Daylight. I don't know why. But apparently, from what
Why
I
the hell
hear,
not?
Dead by Daylight fucked up so badly that they need Nick Cage to do PR for them.
Nick Cage does what he wants. Good times.
I recently watched a Nick Cage movie that I had kind of missed when it first came out. What was the name of it? Willy's Wonderland?
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. It's on my watch list, though.
Oh,
I
the one
FNAF
with-
ripoff, which,
I
not a big
just-
deal in the grand scheme of things.
Okay,
Okay, the best
Drive
Nick
Angry is
Cage
amazing
movie
in intro.
ever. The Nick Cageiest Nick Cage movie ever is Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
I've heard of that one, but I do see Drive Angry in chat, and I gotta say, Drive Angry is...
Drive Angry's pretty damn good.
It's
amazing.
pretty
Yeah.
good, but it's not Nick Cage is a corrupt cop on cocaine good.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Drive Angry is just like, that was the movie where he's like, at some point in the movie, I want to get shot in the eye, and that's why there's a scene in the movie where he gets shot in the eye.
Right.
But,
No, actually, my favorite Nick Cage movie right now is probably Prisoners of the Ghostland because he gets his balls exploded off, which is freaking funny
Oh, I
as
saw
hell.
a review of that. That movie looks wild.
It is, and I also love Color Out of Space. Color Out of Space was really good.
I want to see that even aside from Nick Cage. Like, that's a great story.
I'm not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, but the reason why I think Willy's Wonderland works is because Nick Cage did something he had never done before in that movie.
Close his
Guys.
I
mouth.
still have to see Pig, which he considers his best film.
Apparently, Pig is legit good. Like, Nick Cage is capable of putting on, like, an actual, like, traditional, subtle actor performance. It's just that we don't picture that from him.
Oh, certainly. We've seen it. He won an Oscar for a serious performance in Leaving L.A., I think is what the name was.
Leaving
Yeah.
in Las Vegas, yeah.
Leaving Las Vegas. But guys, bounty hunter for Lindsay Wofford, the leader of the Lemoyne Raiders.
A militia
Un-American
against
activities.
un-American activities and adultery.
Well, I don't care about the adultery or the un-American. Well, but the un-American activities in this case, it's Confederate stuff.
Ooh!
Oh fuck, kill him!
Fun!
So, yeah, we're taking this.
It's literally not America. It was supposed to be a different...
But I actually like the fact that Nick Cage made an entire movie simply because people told him that he can't make a movie without talking in it.
Okay,
Wasn't
Biggie.
that like how the original Little Shop of Horrors got made? It's like, I bet you can't make a movie with... It was either some time limit or some budget limit. And they,
Yeah,
like, they
Something
pulled it
like
off.
that, yeah.
But somebody, Nick Cage only did because somebody said, "I bet you can't make a movie without talking." Doing it.
Well, that's like Dr. Seuss.
Big
Like, I bet you
Edith-
can't use like 50 words or less. And it's like, all right.
Big
with,
Edith,
Green Eggs and
I
Ham.
I just want to call this out. We called ourselves the Nick Cage Appreciation Society. That's awesome. Me and Lewis's mutual friend Melissa did an entire movie night shenanigan where she did all the Nick Cage movies. Apparently,
Yep.
The
Deadfall.
infamous, The infamous Mike Manhattan. Thoughts on the Kraven the Hunter movie? I'm only interested in it because J.C. Chandor has directed some good movies like Triple Frontier, All Is Lost, and A Most Violent Year, and Margin Call. I actually forgot there was the Kraven the Hunter movie coming.
Not interested at all in
Is there a
it.
trailer?
There's a picture of him, and it doesn't look very good.
Oh, fair enough.
It's like if you saw that picture, there is a 0% chance you'd be like, that is for the Kraven the Hunter movie for sure.
Oh shit, really? That bad, huh?
He's just a guy.
Just a guy.
It's like a
He's
dude
kind
in a
of fun in the
vest.
movie, but like the picture's just like, this is Kraven. And like you can't have him wearing animal skins because it's kind of like a dated image, I guess. But like he's just a guy.
The thing is, whenever I think of Kraven the Hunter, I always think of the '90s animated series Kraven.
Yeah,
The
pretty
fluff?
much.
Who was really good.
Yes.
It's just the most dangerous game is not even man; it's a superpowered man. So that's why you
I
hunt Spider-Man.
agree with Craig Nickel here. I'd be interested in seeing Kraven in a Spider-Man movie, but not as a standalone.
Yeah, who the hell wanted a Kraven stand? Like
No
this
one
feels-
does. They're
the
doing
guy?
it because they're doing it because they don't have the rights to Spider-Man himself. So it's just like, well, crap. Well, we got the villain, so we'll just do it them
Yeah,
and
it's
try to make
Morbius
interesting movies about the
Oh,
Craven.
great! All the
uh,
Kraven puns in
morally
the
gray
chat
ones.
now.
Here's the funny thing. They actually have the rights to a spider hero that they could be making the center of all these films. They have the rights to Silk.
Yeah, but that's not like an immediately recognizable name, so they're not going to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how
But
many people genuinely know Silk? Like,
How many
like,
people knew about
even
the
I
Guardians of
had
the
like-
Galaxy? How many people knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy before Marvel?
Yes,
made
but
that
it was
film?
a calculated risk with that because if Guardians didn't work, they could just they could fall back on all the other projects they have.
Yeah, and plus,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was already part of a series that people were invested in and were ready to see any movie for. It was the same with the Black Panther. But you can't just have new main character and it's completely separate universe that you already don't care about. It's called Silk. Like, I don't know who Silk is.
If they would have started
Probably
with
Venom.
Oh wait, Clockwork Soul, quote the Kraven, die, Spider-Man.
That's not bad.
Here's the thing. I'm saying that the Silk would have worked if they would have started with her.
Also, I guess I ended up in Silent Hill.
I was gonna say, where are you, my dude?
Seriously, that does look a bit like Silent Hill.
Industrial
Brown.
swamps it up.
This is some
Well, you
God
fucked up.
darn it, son of a biscuit, Mr. Ed
This is
Demption.
foggy in half, though.
I don't think you're supposed to run Ed Demption into railings.
To be fair, I don't think it was Ed Demption's fault. I think he just didn't see the railing because of the Silent Hill.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna feed him.
Oh, Con Air is such a great Nick Cage
Oh my
movie.
god, Con Air is probably my favorite 90s Nick Cage movie. I friggin' love that movie so much. He's just got the longest hair and he just looks like he's having so much fun.
You know, I bet you anything that somebody can make a D&D game where every single player is just playing a different Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god, why haven't we done that yet?
We should.
Although I will say that my favorite thing ever is the interviewer. He was in an interview and the lady was like, "You should be in the MCU," and he's like, "Why would I be in the MCU? I'm fucking Nick Cage." And I was like,
Yeah, right?
"My dude, you are already technically there.
Yeah, you're Spider Noir.
They have. Well,
You're,
no,
you're
he's
Spider-Noir
Ghost
and
Rider.
he's Ghost Rider."
Yeah, Ghost Rider, yeah.
And honestly, they should ask him to come back to reprise Ghost Rider, but I understand.
Yes!
But I understand why they don't.
I
Okay,
would totally. No lie. If they did that for Deadpool, I would like lose my shit. No,
If
real.
they did that
no,
for Secret
real.
If they did that for Secret Wars, you would have me in that. You would have me waiting in line for that theater like a month before the movie comes out.
I was gonna say, I heard that the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was really good, but again,
Oh, yeah.
I'm behind on my shit.
But okay, Face Off is good, but it's not peak '90s Cage.
Also, I see a mention of Matchstick Man.
No,
I've seen
Peak
teasers
90s
of
Cage
the
is
movie.
Vampire's Kiss.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, Vampire's
Vampire's
Kiss is serious
Kiss.
business. But I see mention of Matchstick Man. I've only seen pieces of the movie, but I read the book. Quite good.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the thing. Like, I don't hate Nicolas Cage movies, no matter how bad they are, because okay. So me and my friend Noel have this thing where we try to determine at what point in a movie do you enter the cage, which is when Nicolas Cage just fucking becomes more over the top. So to take the version, so classic example, Mandy, the horror movie Mandy. There is a point in the film where he is standing in his underwear in a 1980s bathroom after drinking a lot of liquor in a Tiger t-shirt. That is when the movie enters the cage.
Nicolas Cage is just such a delight.
He's my favorite. I will be very sad if anything happens to him. And I don't mean like death. I mean like if it comes out he did something incredibly like bad, I will cry. But, you know, he's not really that bad of a person. He's a bit more eccentric than I'd expect, but he's a lot of like he's never done anything like, you know, so over the top that it's, you know, terribly illegal. And yeah, he's had some like money troubles.
Alive. Okay.
But it doesn't kill him. It doesn't matter because he's the best.
Okay, Nicolas Cage as the Joker is such a great idea. Why has that never happened?
Okay, because Nicolas Cage is the Joker. He would have to enter the cage, like, at minute 1. Like, there would be no other thing.
Well, my problem with it is that, like, it sounds like the most genius idea in the world to have Nicolas Cage as the Joker, but, like, you wouldn't see the Joker. You would just see Nicolas Cage in makeup. Yeah.
True.
He did almost play Superman.
Yeah. In fact, that was responsible for some of his money troubles.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to get a massive windfall with Superman, so he bought a lot of shit.
Didn't that happen with, like, George Lazenby with James Bond, where he was like, that's it, I've made it, I'm James Bond, and he was only in the one movie?
What happened was that he was actually, they asked him to be in another one. His agent recommended he not do that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's why they got Sean Connery back.
And yeah, it was a terrible mistake because George Lazenby's movie is really damn good.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah, Nick Cage thought he was going to get a massive windfall with us.
He's collected some weird shit over the years too.
Like a full dinosaur skeleton.
Yes, that's the dinosaur skeleton.
I think it was a T-Rex, which I have to say, good idea of getting a dinosaur skeleton. Wrong dinosaur. You should have gotten a Kilosaur.
Okay, here we go. Wildest purchases. You ready? I got us here. Okay. Oh, and he just had a daughter last year. Good for him. Let's see here. A vintage Superman comic for $150,000.
Yep.
Well, he bought like a full castle, didn't he?
Yeah. He bought a Lamborghini Miura SVJ, which is $446,000.
Wow, I'm missing so much.
It was the most expensive car ever sold in an auction that year.
Yeah.
Biscuits. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, goddamn it.
2 islands in the Bahamas, a rare Tabrosaurus head, which he outbid Leonardo DiCaprio for.
It was a Tarbosaurus skeleton.
I have to admit, my favorite might be the 2 islands of the Bahamas, just because, like, imagine you bought an island in the Bahamas, and then you're like, another one.
2 snakes and a pet octopus.
Good choice.
In 15 different homes across the world, including in Newport Beach, Newport, Rhode Island, New Orleans. Oh, he bought LaLaurie in New Orleans.
Wait,
it's supposedly haunted.
Yeah.
New Orleans also houses a 9-foot-tall burial tomb that he bought in 2010, and he purchased 2 castles, one for $2.3 million and another for $10 million.
He is not good with his money.
He is not. He is not. But that's okay. Because the octopus actually helped his acting. Don't ask how it happened, it just is a thing.
He communicates with them.
Yes.
He just knows how to do it.
Although, getting back to James Bond, I would say that I would really enjoy Tom Ellis being the new James Bond, to be honest. From Lucifer, he's awesome.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's young enough where he could probably do a lot.
Come on, let me loot the body. I know it's hanging off the... Ah!
Please don't die again.
That's cool.
Yeah, he did have to return the dinosaur skull because it had been smuggled out of the country.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, Nicolas Cage is just like he's a cartoon character in real life.
no, Nick Cage is too old to be 007. Plus, he's not British.
Yep.
Yeah. I will say
Every 007, I think, has been.
He's a Coppola,
from
but he's not
somewhere
like.
in the UK.
Yeah, he's not. For the longest time, I wanted Idris Elba, but now he's too old.
to be fair, for the longest time, I wanted. Okay, this is gonna sound like a weird thing. I wanted Kylie Minogue to be 007,
That would have been awesome.
but that's because I had this massive crush on Kylie Minogue through the 90s.
Fair enough. Nick Cage could be a Bond villain. That's true.
Yes.
That would
I mean,
be amazing.
Christopher Walken was a really great Bond villain. I didn't like
He
the
had a
movie,
weird
but A View to
performance.
the Kill was awesome for him alone.
Yep.
Yeah, his performance was something. Like, he had all these like facial tics and everything.
Mm-hmm. Actually, my first and favorite Bond is actually Timothy Dalton.
Dalton is such a good Bond.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
he
in
goes
License to
hard.
Kill, the very beginning of License to Kill, spoiler alert for a movie from the 80s, but Felix Leiter is killed at one point, and
That's brutalized.
M comes by and he goes, and he's like, your personal vendetta could easily compromise Her Majesty's government. And he was like, okay, then I resign. And he's like, we're not a country club, 007. And I was just like, man, can you imagine having the balls to be like, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna go figure out who murdered my friend. Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Where's why Dalton's such a good Bond?
Yeah.
Dalton had like a real edge to him. Like, he was intense.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yes.
He was legit. I loved him.
Kylie Minogue's character of Astrid in Doctor Who should have become a full-on companion.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool. But Dalton, I actually prefer Living Daylights to License to Kill, but I will say, apparently he was supposed to do 3 and he only did 2, so I always whenever I see GoldenEye, I kind of just go, I kind of see Judi Dench just telling him that he's an old misogynistic dinosaur, and Timothy Dalton going, yeah, and
Yeah, really.
Man, it's a pity. I mean, it's a pity that I couldn't use the thing to kill any more Confederates that came by. But well, what you gonna do?
well, Rerez is in the chat.
Hey, Ray, how you doing, man?
And yeah, Bond was like novel Bond.
I'm looting bodies because I'm a cowboy and I just
He
killed a
was a
bunch of
lot
Confederates.
more like novel Bond, but he was also less horrible than novel Bond.
Novel Bond is
Yeah,
awful.
that's the
Low
thing.
bar.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that, yeah, Sean Connery slapped women around and shit, but that was way toned down from the actual books.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I
The books
think-
were intense.
I made the mistake of reading several of the books when I was in high school,
Oh, honey, no.
and I immediately decided not to want to watch James Bond for about another 10 years.
Yeah, no.
I get
I
it.
grew up
I
on
get it.
James Bond.
Like,
Mr.
I grew up
Demption,
on
I've
James
got a
Bond.
Confederate body we got to stow.
the
But
re-
I
Is that
remember
Lindsay?
hearing-
Yep. I blew him up.
Nice, good job.
Well, he was going for the turret.
Fair
But
enough.
I remember hearing from a podcast about the various Bond movies that Pierce Brosnan is Mr. Charming, but when he feels like it, he can just shift full on into business mode and just shoot you in the head. Because don't forget, I'm a contract killer. But Timothy Dalton just feels like that all the time. He's just ready to just punch somebody.
Dalton is just constant. Is just the
No
most
Time
intense.
to Die came out, in 2022, I want to say?
No Time to Die, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we're 6 months into 2023. It's fine to talk about No Time to Die.
I still haven't seen it, so
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
really
well,
matters that
unless-
much in the
unless
grand scheme of
Lewis
things.
doesn't want
There's a
you to
lot of
know.
movies I haven't seen.
That's true. Hey, remember when the infamous Mike Manhattan? Remember when Sean Connery turned down The Matrix and The Lord of the Rings only to do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which made him quit acting?
Yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, Lord of the Rings was a mistake to turn down. The Matrix, especially when you remember that Will Smith turned down and how he described why he turned it down.
Yeah.
And also, to be fair for Lord of the Rings, remember what era of movies we were coming off of? Like fantasy movies, the entire genre of fantasy movies were a joke. Like, Lord of the Rings was a shocking twist. And also, Dungeons and Dragons came out the year before, and that was...
Yeah, okay, so a couple of people are asking, like, how bad it is in the chat. Okay, let me put it this way. I did a video on James Bond, and at one point in Casino Royale, the book, he says about Vesper Lind, he says he wants her to feel the sweet tang of sexual assault, but he uses the R word instead. So that gives you an idea.
Well, I think what gives you an idea is that I think those books were considered racist even at the time, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
There was actually surprised that there's a James Bond movie being made back when the first one was made, because they didn't think that it was something that could be effectively turned into a movie that people would enjoy because of how bad and racist they were.
Yeah, they had to tone him down real fast. And the funny thing is when Sean Connery got cast, Ian Fleming was like, well, I don't want a Scotsman playing British Bond. And they were like, and then he saw the test, and he was like, well, fuck me running. He's actually good. And I'm like, you racist motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's asking about the Will Smith thing in The Matrix.
All right, Will Smith described it, was originally offered the role that Keanu Reeves got, Neo, and he and like when they went to him, they pitched it like this: oh man, we're gonna do all this cool like action stuff. We're gonna like have you zipping around, and we're gonna have the camera like zip around 360 degrees as if you're hanging in midair. They didn't talk about anything else. They just the action stuff is like, this sounds like it's just gonna be garbage. So because they didn't describe what the hell the movie was about, what was involved in the movie, any plot or story stuff.
And the thing is, he turned it down to make Wild Wild West,
which made a lot more sense for his career at that point, because Men in Black had been such a massive success.
Yeah, 2020 hindsight, but again, like, I 100% understand, like, Sean Connery turning down Lord of the Rings and Will Smith turning down The Matrix.
Yeah, no, it's true, and I don't actually like begrudge Will Smith anything about that, because I actually enjoy Wild Wild West.
Yeah, I like the movie just fine, although, like, there are definitely lines that don't go so well anymore.
Here's the problem. My problem.
I like the guy who plays Ulysses S. Grant. He's freaking great.
Yeah.
I want to like that movie, but I'm a huge fan of the Wild Wild West TV show.
Oh, fair enough.
And the fact that the character of Loveless, the main villain of the movie, is a recurring villain in the show, played by a person with dwarfism.
Yeah.
And they recast the character who is played by a person with dwarfism to be played by an able-bodied actor who they just cut in half and put on a
wheelchair.
You wanted
because
to
giant
be reminded,
mechanical spider.
You wanted to be reminded to go back to the Braithwaite Mansion at the end of the last week, so here's your reminder.
Right. Okay. Let me turn the bounty, and we'll turn around and we'll go and loot the bodies, assuming they're still there.
I forgot about that. Yeah, apparently she had something.
The funny thing is that the giant mechanical spider thing was something they carried over from a different film.
From Superman Lives. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in the Nick Cage Superman movie. Kevin Smith talked about it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I do remember that. Like, what do I see in the new movie? Giant spider. There it is.
There it is.
Thanagarian Snare Beast was how he wrote it as when he was writing script for Superman Lives.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff in Superman Lives, like even before Kevin Smith got on, was a mess.
Yeah, it's true. Although I will say, I was really excited. Going back to James Bond, I really do think that the funniest thing about James Bond is that there is a Bond girl villain called Xena Onatopp, and she kills people with her thighs. And this bitch went on to be freaking Jean Grey.
Yep.
That's pretty legendary.
Yep.
Oh,
Rerez, what do you got for everyone?
Yeah.
What do you mean, everyone? Everyone.
Yes. Kenneth Branagh played the bad guy in Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
We're all anxiously awaiting Rerez's nonsense.
Yes.
I love that guy who just walked by just staring at you like, is he carrying a body? What?
Do 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 do.
Where you're going? You're carrying a body. Maybe you watch your mouth, buddy.
You know how this body became this body?
Yeah. You think I found this?
No, that was Kevin Kline. Kevin Kline was Will Smith's sidekick. Kenneth Branagh played the villain. He's playing Red Dead Redemption on PC.
Yep. Do 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 boo ba do 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 do.
I love how casual this is. Drop the body back there and come back for your bounty. Amazing.
Yeah, right.
The funny thing is about Wild Wild West is I actually, when they first announced that they were having Will Smith playing Jim West, I thought that was a good idea for casting.
It wasn't a terrible idea.
Because you wanted somebody that could have that swagger.
He's not
He's
dead.
not-
His heart is unconscious.
Amazing.
Benjamin Hall. Oh, great. Another mansion, another voice in the dark. Also, I was about an inch or two in front of Kevin Kline at one time. Nice.
Nice.
Guys just freaking chilling.
With thanks.
My claim to fame is that I got to give Alan Rickman a coffee when he was doing seminar on Broadway when I was living in New York.
Nice.
Stuff.
He's a very nice guy.
I have way too many weird claims to fame.
That's my most famous one. I do want to be in a room with Nick Cage and just be like, listen, man, I know everybody, like, hounds you about your movies, but, like, I just gotta say, as somebody who adores what you do for a living, I gotta say, my favorite one is Color Out of Space.
So I still haven't seen Color Out of Space.
Yeah,
I have it
same.
on DVD. I'll give it to you.
All right,
you
we'll
borrow
go
it?
back to the
Angry is one
Braithwaite
of those
Manor.
Yeah, Drive Angry is one of those movies I'll watch anytime I happen to see it on TV. It's like, oh, it's
I'll
this.
watch. There are two movies that I will always watch on repeat, no matter how many times I see them. The first is Doctor Strangelove, because that is actually my favorite movie of all time. And the second is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I've only seen Rocky Horror from beginning to end once, but it was a good time.
I never actually
Oh my
watched
God.
Rocky Horror, but the thing is, I need to see it in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I have the DVD, which has it as the solo performance, and then you could also do the audience prompts, which I really liked. And then you could also see the British version or the American version.
What's the difference
that's
between
The British version is more ribald, I guess, would be the best way to describe
the
it.
two? Elaborate. Revolt?
Ribald, B-A-L-D.
Yeah, like more raunchy.
Ah.
Yeah. Still waiting on Rerez to continue
Ah,
from the
damn.
other
Yeah,
one.
what the hell, Rerez? What the hell do you want us to know? I really feel like he just said everyone ... and then just fucked off and left the chat.
I'm reading
there
up
he
on the
is.
Wild West TV show, and I'm learning so much.
You're welcome, I guess. Yeah, I adore Clue. Clue is one of my favorites,
Clue
but
is great.
not as high as the. I guess like my whole thing with Doctor Strangelove is that it's like the first movie. It's the first black comedy that I ever saw, and
I don't
it
even
was
know
like,
who shot me there.
well, get good, I guess. I don't know. Have eyes in the back of your head. How does that work?
The movie I will watch it.
Toxic gamers over here.
There are 3 movies I will watch whenever they're on, and they are The Princess Bride,
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
fun
I do
one.
love The Princess Bride.
Labyrinth,
Oh yeah.
It's like the
And-
Braithwaite Manor, right?
Muppet Treasure
Somebody thought
Island.
all my plans are out the window. Yeah, that's fair.
I saw Muppet Treasure Island in theaters, but I was a kid, so I remember very little of it.
Wrath
Tim
of Khan,
Curry is-
Patton, those are the kind of movies that if they're on, I gotta watch them.
Tim Curry is best pirate.
yes. Tim Curry is like the best person to ever play Long John Silver.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, it's really funny because everybody in everybody when they talk about the Doctor Strangelove, they're like, "Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
This
war
is the
room."
war room.
And I'm like, "No, that's not even the best line. The best line is, that's what the bullets are for, you twit."
Did you know that they had planned an alternate ending where it's just a giant pie fight?
Yes.
Yes. They
I think
actually
there are,
talk
like,
about that
pictures.
on the DVD, which is kind of great.
Nice.
That is true, Craig McNichol. Tim Curry out Muppeted the Muppets.
Yeah.
It's
This is
true.
why I
It's
always
really
like
hard
that.
to do that too.
Come on, boys, show me you've been practicing. I see mention for Young Frankenstein. I gotta say, I don't think that this is my necessarily favorite Mel Brooks movie, but people sleep on Silent Movie.
Oh, Silent Movie is so good.
Oh, Silent Movie is so good though.
That's not my favorite Mel Brooks film. I love it to death, but my favorite Mel Brooks film is also one that a lot of people tend to sleep on. High Anxiety.
I still need to watch High Anxiety. I've been meaning to forever.
I think I've only seen pieces.
High Anxiety is a love letter to Alfred Hitchcock.
Also, yeah, I mean, even the title is Vertigo.
Benjamin Hall. What about that one Muppet Sesame Street Christmas movie? Also, I Can Walk.
In A Christmas Carol, I guess.
Oh no, I think they're talking about the Muppet Family Christmas,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
which had
Also-
the Muppet
also
Sesame
we
Street
can't-
character.
Muppet
Also,
Family
we
Christmas
can't,
is amazing, and you should watch it come the holiday season.
Yes.
Also, we can't forget about Jack D. Ripper and his obsession with fluids.
They've tainted our precious bodily fluids.
High Anxiety was one of the earliest Mel Brooks films I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure I saw.
Yo, does anybody remember Fern Gully? Because that's my favorite Tim Curry.
I
Fern
remember
Gully
it.
is great.
I freaking love Fern Gully.
The sequel is terrible, though.
Yes, it is.
I've seen that too.
However,
Say
I will
after
say this.
say after saying there's a movie Redwall where Tim Curry played Clooney the Scourge, or no, an evil fox. That was like the third book or something. I didn't know that was a thing that existed.
Yeah. One RHPS fan, James A. Miles here. The UK version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show contains an extended climax with the number superheroes.
The funny thing is about Fern Gully, I didn't realize Fern Gully took place in Australia until I watched the sequel.
Okay, y'all are uncultured swineherds because you guys haven't even mentioned the producers.
Oh, the producer's amazing!
But, you know, it's not my favorite Mel Brooks movie, but it has.
Well,
The
the
producers
original
have
producers
maybe-
is amazing.
Well, the producers has maybe my favorite line in any movie ever.
Oh,
Which,
what's that?
You know when they meet the guy that they're gonna have?
LSD?
Hmm?
Lorenzo Saint Dubois, because he's my favorite character.
Oh, I don't think I even got that it was LSD. But when he introduces himself and he like says some sort of rhyme, I forgot the rhyme. But
Oh yeah,
like,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's such a pleasure to meet. Glad I could agree. It's some rhyme, and he goes, "Pardon the pun," and Leo goes, "Pun," and Max goes, "Shut up." He thinks he's witty, and like that's like the most amazing line in any movie ever made.
And my favorite thing is his audition song, Love Power, is probably the funniest thing I have ever seen. Because after the song, they're like, "That's our Hitler!" And I'm like, yes, it is. It's beautiful.
That's a good one. And also, by the way, other favorite line in any movie ever was like the guy who was going to direct the movie, same guy who shut up, he thinks he's witty. He's wearing that like ball gown, and his assistant is like, I think you should get the tiara as well. I think it would complement your look. And he's like, nah, I don't know. I don't think it's really for me. And then like the assistant keeps pushing it, like, really, you should get the tiara. And and he goes like, then get it, oh wicked witch of the West. It's like, what? Brilliant.
Also, another great Mel Brooks film that a lot of people don't consider among his great ones, but I still love it because it brings together two comedy giants. It brings together Mel Brooks and Leslie Nielsen Dracula didn't loving it.
Still have to see
I
that
Yeah,
one
remember
too.
true.
not caring for it when I first saw it, but it's been like 20 years, so I might feel differently now that I have a better sense of like the Dracula story.
I love it because it really just like nitpicks on the Dracula stuff while being silly. Also, everything that they do with Renfield in that movie is just amazing.
It's true.
But Mel Brooks, I don't think Mel Brooks has a bad movie in his original run of movies.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of. Like, there are some movies that I would rather watch than others. Like, I was never that big on History of the World, but it's still a damn good movie.
Oh yeah.
Yo, History of the World Part 2 is on Hulu
Yes.
right now, and it's friggin' hilarious.
It is so
Really, 'cause
good.
I've been like terrified of watching that.
Oh
You
my
should
god,
watch- do
me
not
and
sleep
my
on it. Do
roommate
not
binged
sleep on
it. Me and my roommate binged it for in like 2 days. It was so good.
All right.
However, well, also
Only
Blazing-
2 days because he had to work. So
Blazing Saddles is a great one as well. I love
Yes.
that one part where they're trying to figure out how to get revenge on Rock Ridge. And that
yeah,
one guy goes like, I know, we could slay all of their firstborn. And what's his name? Harvey Korman is like, too Jewish.
too Jewish.
That's what a guy in the Wild West would say. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Benjamin Hall Crimson, you ate a buck.
Oh, by the way,
However-
I think I might have mentioned this before. Stop me if I have. I probably have. But at the end of Young Frankenstein, instead of playing a violin, you know what Igor is playing when you catch him in the tower?
I haven't seen Young Frankenstein in a very long time.
Even if you saw it, you might not be able to call it out.
Viola?
A shofar.
Huh?
It's extremely Jewish. And in case anyone here does not know what a shofar is, you sometimes hear certain brass instruments referred to as horns, but a shofar is literally a ram's horn, and you play it like in synagogue. You don't just go around playing a shofar.
Ah.
Oh, fair
Um,
enough. Yeah, fair enough.
The thing is, Mel Brooks always has problems though when it comes to animation. He wanted to. You want to make
Spaceball animation
Space-
higher.
Yeah, he was. The thing is, he was pitched something completely different than what they made.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I doubt that they pitched him. We're gonna do the exact movie again, but in bad flash animation.
Yeah, they actually pitched him a story that a serious show that would do this. The first episode would recap the events of the first movie, and then it would go on to tell a new story that continues forward.
See, that's fair enough, but I didn't know that. Like, my friends and I started watching episode 1, and it was literally
I love
just
how you're just
line
friggin'
for line the
leafing
first
through
movie.
the
We're like, we
bodies.
don't
I
need to
love
do
it.
this.
Yeah, unfortunately they made the first 2 episodes which they originally it was just 1 hour long episode that they then split into 2 episodes. They made that a recreation of the movie, and then they made every other episode bad
Apparently there's-
parodies.
Okay, apparently there's a corpse with a brooch in the debris of the house.
Yeah, I got it.
Plus, did you get the hidden lockbox with the gold bar?
I did not.
Okay, apparently there's a hidden lockbox with a gold bar.
I'm gonna wait for the wanted to disappear, but I got
Okay.
the brooch.
But the
So I'm pretty sure that isn't that the woman who I helped try the Romeo and Juliet romance with,
Maybe?
possibly.
whose body who we burned to death.
Oops!
Possible.
Well, her family sucked, and she should have gotten out of there.
Fair
But,
enough.
the worst animation that happened with Mel Brooks is not the Spaceballs animated series.
Oh
It
no!
came out last
The
year.
Lemoyne have a bounty on me.
They
Oh,
made an animated remake of Blazing Saddles,
Why?
Yeah, good luck with that.
and it is god awful.
By the way, I see in chat a mention of, like, don't call me Shirley, but all that line ripped off of vaudeville, which that does sound like a vaudeville thing to say, but Leslie Nielsen killed it because he delivered it, like, 100% straight.
Yeah.
But speaking of vaudeville regarding the Marx Brothers, like, I've already had this talk with Lewis, but have either
Okay,
of you...
it wasn't. Okay, it was Penelope wasn't there. It was the old lady who we got it from. Next question: where is the gold bar buried?
That is a good question.
This is a big mansion, so
Yeah, it's huge. But have either of you seen any Marx Brothers movies?
Oh my
Yes.
god, I love Groucho. Groucho is like my fave. Horse Feathers is really good.
Night at
My
the Opera.
favorite is A Night at the Opera. Yes.
If
With
this
the
is
bodies.
if
No,
there are only
you have
two
to,
of you,
you're gonna have to give a little more detail than that because there's a lot of bodies.
you
Yeah.
can say it's around
Yeah, Venture Hall, that is not very descriptive.
with the bodies. Like
With
everywhere
the
we go, there's
bodies.
bodies.
Yes, there actually was also a pilot made for a Blazing Saddles TV show back in the 80s.
But
Solely
Night,
to keep the rights of it away from Mel Brooks.
Yep.
but Night of the Opera had a killer line though. Like if this table is set for, or if there are only two of you, how come this table is set for 4? Well, that's nothing. My alarm clock's set for 8. Great.
And yes, Blazing Samurai. It was
Perfect.
okay. It was originally going to be called Blazing Samurai, but it's now called, I think, Paws of Fury, and it's really bad. Do not watch it. I will tell you that. Do not watch it.
Yeah, Harpo was
Again,
Harpo
guys,
was
let's
Okay,
be more
open your
specific
map.
with the bodies. Like where exactly? Because I've been killing people all day.
Okay, open the map. I'll tell you where it is. Okay, so there should be... Okay, you see, So that's the... Okay, so go around to behind the big house, the one with the X in it. And there should be a tree over there, apparently.
A tree, okay.
And that's where the lockbox is.
Trying to deselect stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Supposedly, I don't know.
Alright, we'll walk around and we'll see if we can find a tree or something.
I haven't watched a Marx Brothers film in, like, dear God, almost 20
Oh
years.
man,
in a while.
I love Groucho. He's like my fave.
I'm
Groucho
killing
is
people
great.
all day, people. You'll have to be more specific.
Do you remember that clip where he's like on the canoe or the kayak with that one woman, and then she like falls off into the water and she's like drowning? Like, Professor, help me, Professor. Oh, my name is you just call me Professor Quincy. If you get to know me better, you can call me Quint. It's just like
Yeah.
not helping.
I also like Duck Soup. Duck Soup is really good.
I never
Yeah,
played this
that's
game and
like
this was
it.
joking. Okay, there seems to be like this bowl thing right here.
Or be a lifesaver. A lifesaver.
There's
Maybe it's like,
trees.
yes.
Well, the reason I like Duck Soup is the mirror scene. The mirror scene is so good.
Mirror scene is hysterical, and it's referenced
Oh my
by
God.
like shows even today. When he like bends down and picks up the other one's hat for him, he's like, "Oh, thanks." Like, that's so good.
It was so perfect.
Or when one of them does a full 360-degree spin and the other just kind of like doesn't. They're just like, there we go. It's fine.
Alright, Krim, buy some trees.
There's a lot of trees here.
Oh right. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
The lockbox is in the okay. This
Oh,
is
it's in the collapsed
lockbox is
building.
in the collapsed building.
Oh, okay.
And Benjamin Hall says Harpo is best and is the original Propano the Clown, which is
There you
kind of
go.
true.
Alright,
I
I already
still
stole
think
the
Groucho is
brooch
better.
off
That
of
is
her.
a charred body, my guy.
I already got that off her. What do we got here?
You got the body. There's also a lockbox
In the collapsed building somewhere, apparently.
In the glass building somewhere. Oh, we'll just keep walking around the glass building.
I was gonna say it might be.
Oh,
It might
and a
be
photograph?
hidden.
Examine!
Oh,
Yep,
good catch.
doing a good job examining here.
Enhance!
Look at
Yeah.
this photograph!
Look at this photograph!
I still can't believe Nej got on CNN because of that freaking Pokemon. Look at this Pocus
Yep.
Snap.
I mean, like, I know the whole reason. Like,
Yeah, I don't know where
Super
this
Rich is a
lockbox
huge
is.
manor,
That's
but yeah,
why.
it's a damn big building.
I mean, I'll keep looking because a gold bar is worth it.
Yeah, that's fair. Is it in like a hole in the collapsed building?
Let's see, maybe by the fireplace here.
I'm gonna do a quick look online. Give me a second.
All right, Ed.
Yeah, because the one online told me it's in the trees, but it's apparently in the collapse. But I don't know.
There's either
I'm
a
looking
box
it up,
down
I'm
here.
looking
Maybe
it up.
that's it.
Wait, is that it?
That might be it. It's a lockbox.
Oh, okay. Good job then. True.
Yo!
Hey,
Yo!
good job. Hey, thanks, RJO.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, we know you said it's in the collapsed building, but
That's
like,
what we're doing. That's what we're.
yeah, like it's a giant building, dude.
It's a very large building. But no, we got it. So let's head out and do some story stuff now. Mr. Ed Demption, we are a little richer today.
True.
And a lot more bodies around.
By the way, speaking of gold bars, remember that scene in Goldfinger in Fort Knox where Bond just chucks a gold bar at Oddjob and it just bounces off? That's like one of the scariest things in the entire series.
Yeah, it's true.
Really huge.
Yeah.
I think that's another person that's supposed to collect money from. So
Especially
might as
when
well
you
do it
realize,
just on the way.
especially when you realize the weight of gold bars.
Yeah, like that was
Yeah.
terrifying. Like Oddjob just smiles and I'm like, oh my god.
Oddjob is just one of the most terrifying henchmen in
Yeah.
general.
And Goldfinger is like one of the more like problematic books in the series, but like my friend had read it and he told me like in the book, even when Bond first met Oddjob and was sizing him up, and he was like, if it comes to a fight, there is no way I'm beating this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, when you friggin' first meet him, he takes his friggin' bowler hat and decapitates a statue. Like,
Well, I mean, but that's the hat. Like, I like when Oddjob just crushes a golf ball with one hand, completely
Yeah.
improbably.
I love how
I
they turned the
didn't
hat
know
gimmick
when
into a
Bond
good
got the
guy in
hat.
JoJo. And he never does it again.
Oh, well, yeah, Speedwagon with
Yep.
his like, with his oh, what even? It was like an edged, like there was like a saw blade edged hat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Speedwagon is very shortly after that relegated to guy who says thing that you already saw. My God, he lifted that boulder up with just one hand. Like, I know, I'm here.
Kill them.
By the way, in JoJo All-Star Battle R, Speedwagon is a playable character.
Ah,
Neat.
this has been a fun day already.
But yeah, Goldfinger is probably the most problematic of the Bond books.
Are there more
Even of the movies, to be honest.
meeting minutes?
I do like that when Bond's got
Is there a way to
Oddjob's
make
hat.
the robes less flammable?
I do like that when Bond's got Oddjob's hat, even Oddjob, like, was visibly nervous.
Are there any brilliant and talent? Not around there. Still need brilliant and talent who want to wear hoods and discuss eugenics. Wow, God, they suck. Oh, you people are awful. I'm glad I murdered you.
Oof, crush under the cross.
Yep, perfect, ain't it?
Well,
yeah.
Loot.
oh, that's
Maybe
Letter
you
to
amazing.
shouldn't be
paw.
racist. Maybe you guys shouldn't be racist.
You should have
Wow.
thought of that before you started pissing.
Wow.
Wow, that is.
Yeah, just like blunt. This is science, period. Well,
I think his dad disagrees with him, and that's where this comes from. Well,
I feel.
looting this one.
live by the cross, die by the cross.
Oops.
I feel like
Yeah,
we should
baby,
light the
anything-
dead bodies on fire.
Give me a
Do
second.
we have a match?
You might have a Molotov in this game.
Give me a second.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah, fucked. Oh, Infamous Mech Manhattan. Couldn't see the note. What did it say? Just KKK racist stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. I do feel bad for the writers of this game having to write that.
Yeah, right. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him. I promise. Speaking of which, I saw a message in chat. I'll actually approve it right now. but it
Yeah, I
says
think
if
they
you
really
don't
need to do something
anything
about
with
those
clan
flammable
members, they would
robes.
kill themselves by the cross accidentally.
Really need to do something about those flammable robes, guys.
Oops.
Ah, barbecue and
Tanaka was
racists. Good
Sub-Zero in the
times.
running? Yeah, that's wild.
Goddamn, Mr. Red Demption.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The Sub-Zero in the Running Man was like a legit pro wrestler.
Rolling.
Wasn't
rolling.
Dynamo as well?
It's been such a long time since I've seen Running Man.
Black, if you love Dynamo.
Easy, Mr. Ed Demption.
Here's Sub-Zero. Now just plain Zero.
That's an okay line. Plain Zero.
Actually, is this Mr. Ed Demption? No, it's the Tennessee Walk. Where the hell's Mr. Ed Demption?
Benjamin Hall says they had a historical accuracy about greed.
What the hell happened to Mr. Ed Demption? Where the hell is he?
Wait, I see in chat, because of Part 6, the KKK are a JoJo reference. I know Stone Ocean just came out, but this is going over my head.
Benjamin Hall, they also had historical accuracy about greed.
Yeah.
Guys, we gotta find Mr. Ed Demption. He might have gotten killed. No!
Did we lose him?
Last year's winners? No. Last year's losers.
Where did Demption go? Tombstone. This isn't my horse, the hell?
Alright, I gotta go pay this bounty, because apparently I murdered some people.
Oops.
Boo-hoo.
And I'm gonna go try to find, like, a stable or something to try to recover Mr. Ed Demption. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
This
I
is
think
red.
I got a spot when you fire that gun neck. Spooked got. Yeah, but like it switched to that Tennessee Walker as my default horse.
Would the bounty be because you got the wrong horse and accidentally stole a horse? That would be funny.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
One says, flammable robe was one of the tailors learned. You have to remember, this is like 150, 200 years ago. People were still getting confused between inflammable and flammable.
It's true.
To be fair, people still get confused by
Also,
that.
you have almost $2,000, which is actually pretty. You're actually pretty rich for somebody of that time period.
Darn tootin', and we gotta make sure we get at the right horseback. Like, I noticed his hair was the wrong color.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Alright,
Lydia, that's
where's
the
like
line
the
of the movie.
horse, like a barn or something
I'll
like
be
that? We can
back.
purchase a proper horse. General store, newspaper seller, gunsmith, saloon, stagecoach. Okay, I think we have to leave roads in order to do this because we have, there's no way in hell we're not having Mr. Ed Demption.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
Fair enough.
Killian, I'll be back. Only in a rerun, pal.
Emerald
That's a
Ranch.
fantastic line.
Valentine.
This is why we need that thing that allows you to click the button and tells you where your car is, but for a horse.
Yeah, right.
Look, if he knew where the horse was the last time he was with the horse, then it wouldn't be lost.
St. Dennis is the closest stable. Okay, I don't think I've seen the stable in St. Dennis. Oh, here we go.
Even now you can
stable,
use one of those clicky things for Mustangs.
Fair enough.
Listen, Mr. Ed Demption has been with us for so long, I don't want to lose him.
Fair enough.
Although there is a job we have to do here first.
Okay.
Have you watched Winter of '83? I might have.
Well, that's
Start picking out a box for yourself. If you don't got that money, you owe Leopold Strauss.
that sucks.
I need more time.
Doesn't everybody?
Did anyone not remember where we parked our horse?
You want another?
Wow, this is the opening of Yakuza 0, where you're just beating the shit out of some guy.
Well, come with me to the churchyard.
Oh, this better not be an ambush.
Ah, Emin Drew, that is mean.
Oh, this ain't right.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
These guys operate fast.
That is mean.
Wow.
I guess you're correct.
Like, I like dark humor, but shit.
What we're doing.
I like dark humor too, but wow, that's
Taking down a coffin maker, he should be rolling in dough. Yeah, with the way you play these games, yeah.
Yep.
It's like in Yojimbo, the coffin maker is like the happiest guy in the entire movie, up until like the very end.
To be fair, who's left alive to pay for coffins?
Well yeah,
Yeah.
And in Yojimbo, the guy starts getting miserable when the murders are just getting rampant, and the Yojimbo is like, "What's your problem? I thought you liked this stuff." And it's like, when it gets this bad, they don't even bother with coffins anymore.
It ain't in there. It's under here.
You're not Mrs. Claypole. Jesus. Well, she got a bunch of jewels in there that she don't need.
Wow. Wow, dude. Wow.
Yeah, Arthur is Kazuma Kiryu. He just shows up.
This guy
You don't pay
is
your
like,
taxes,
he's going to
you do
dig up
with
a
me.
body to take the jewels to pay us back.
Wow.
Jeremy Adler. Has anyone noticed that in recent open world games seem to be mostly empty except for some towns and stuff? For me, superhero games seem to be the exception, like the Arkham and Spidey games.
Elden Ring.
Oh, I haven't played Elden Ring.
Neither have I.
Elden Ring is shockingly packed. Like, but I know what they mean. Like, yeah, a lot of times they get to say, "Oh, the world is this big," like because it's grassy fields. So it's like, who cares? But Elden Ring is packed.
Mm-hmm.
Like how with that new Bethesda game, we're going to have 1,000 worlds in it.
Yeah, are you? Yeah.
Several
Sorry,
of
but
them
3
larger
different
than
procedurally
Skyrim.
generated worlds are
Robbing
not a
bodies,
problem.
who would do such a thing?
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Like, I was looking for, I like Bethesda games. I'm not going to deny that. I like Bethesda. I even like Fallout 76.
Oh man, the last Bethesda game I played, I guess if you count Doom 2016, then there's that. But otherwise, it was probably like Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. I
But
will say though, I actually played Terminator: Future Shock. That game ain't bad.
Yeah, I heard good things about that one.
From the
Like-
90s.
But when they announced ZachBet92, you didn't answer last stream. What scenarios would you like to see in MCU's What If?
Did we not answer that?
I feel like we did, but I'm trying to think of like what would be a good one. What if?
Just Marvel Zombies, just do it.
They did it in the first season.
Are you kidding? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I would
if?
actually
What
like-
if Vision hadn't died? What if they had beaten Thanos earlier?
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
what
a
if you
good
went for
one.
the head?
What
I
if
was gonna
Quicksilver
say-
lived?
I would say, what if Loki joined the Avengers instead of being the villain?
That'd be a fun one.
I also one I like to see is what if Quicksilver did not die in Age of Ultron?
There are so many Quicksilver joke
What
memes.
if
I don't
they
even
just
know.
had the X-Men and Venom and Morbius? What if they just had the rights to their own damn shit? What if the Infinity Gauntlet movies were like comic accurate, where Thanos is a weird incel and Mephisto has to get involved?
Amazing.
What if Yondu kidnapped Peter Parker? That'd be kind of cool.
Peter Parker's this gritty, spider-powered guy.
You hear this, fella? I heard him, all right. We're gonna lick you, bastard.
Ooh, jeez. R.I.P. Coccyx.
Yikes.
His counter game is on point.
Eh,
He just push him after all that. Ooh,
Jim Cotta.
Jim got.
Hope this hole's dug.
What if
Gwen?
Cat picked up the hammer in Age of Ultron? Actually, that would be pretty interesting.
Check on Gwyn.
Yep.
Just Gwyn. Lord Gwyn. Is this
Quinn is
is
the
this
guy
really a fun software game?
who's digging up the body.
Are you sure he's not the guy who's trying to rekindle the first flame? Huh? Anybody? High five? Anybody?
High five. I got that one.
Bang.
All right.
What you find?
She had a brooch here. Looks like diamonds.
A diamond brooch. Playing King's Quest 2 now?
This'll do.
What if Pepper was Iron Man?
Or someone
Huh. Also, by the way, this guy really dodged his debt. Like, here, take someone else's money. Like, whatever.
Yep.
That guy literally dodged a bullet.
I do like the idea of what if Cat picked up the hammer during Ultron instead.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not bad. What if during that one scene in Avengers 2 where Thor's like, whoever picks it up gets to rule Asgard, ha ha ha, and Cat picks it up just right then?
And then he goes, so I get to rule Asgard, right?
Yeah, that was the scene
Yeah.
where he almost did it. Like, what if he just did it?
I don't want it. It's fine.
What if Iron Man was worthy?
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, here's the thing I always question about the worthiness thing. The Avengers put their lives on the line daily. How are they all not worthy?
Well,
You
that's
want,
not
you
true.
want to tell you how
Cap was
Tony Stark's
worthy.
not worthy? Because I'll do that.
No,
Well,
Cap
yes.
was. Well,
Yes.
Cap was worthy. Well, the reason Tony's not worthy is because he's so fucked up and also has
Yeah,
PTSD.
bear in mind, this is Age of Ultron, where he is trying to build a robot suit around the world.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Hawkeye? Why was Hawkeye not worthy?
Well, he did murder all those people during the blip.
Ruling Asgard? Yeah, he's a
Yeah, this
hired
was
assassin.
before the blip. This was before
Yeah,
the blip.
but the point is that Mjolnir knows what's going to happen and how the worthiness is going to affect people. That's why in Ultron, Cap can slightly move it, and then by Endgame he can pick it up.
Help me out here. Come on, please. I'm about done here.
Also, Vision was worthy, even though he's not really a person.
Oh, you know what I was really excited to see, by the way, but didn't? In the first Thor movie, like, I didn't know this, but the giant robot at the end, the final boss of the first Thor movie,
Yeah.
apparently is, like, the Destroyer from the comics.
Yes.
And, like, my dad was into Journey into Mystery and Thor way back in the day. And I never knew this, but my dad told me that apparently in the comics, the Destroyer is so stupidly strong that it can just lift Mjolnir. Like, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that is a thing, apparently.
Northeast of Rhodes, near the border with Roanoke.
It's weird because, like, that's the problem that I have with Mjolnir in general, and part of the reason why I'm happy that Hela broke it is because everybody's like, well, you know, this isn't worthy, but how come this isn't worthy, blah, blah, blah. It is literally a fictional hammer!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, could Hulk beat the Destroyer? Like, well, why didn't Hulk lift the hammer? Like, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, Hulk can't lift the hammer. I know why Hulk can't lift the hammer.
No, I know, but I'm talking, like, if there's such thing as strong enough to lift Mjolnir, then you'd think Hulk would be able to lift Mjolnir.
It's an
know
enchanted
who-
hammer.
I would definitely. I know exactly, but I do know who would be able to lift the hammer, and that would be DC, like the DC Comics version of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just thought of a
She
good
has.
what if.
Oh, that's right, she has.
I just thought of a good what if for what they could do for Marvel What If Season 2. What if ROM was in Guardians of the Galaxy?
That would be great.
That'd be great. Greatest of the Space Knights. The problem is, I don't think James Gunn would have would have done Rom properly. He would have made him a lot goofier, maybe more of a villainous character. And Rom is too noble for that.
But it would still be great for a Marvel What If episode.
Yeah. Rom the Wraith Slayer.
Granted, I just want them to make a ROM movie.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, it ain't gonna happen under Hasbro's tenure.
Well, they kind of slightly might have given Marvel. The Marvel was might have given.
They licensed the rights back so they could reprint
Yes.
ROM, and the thing is that's been a thing they've been needed to do that for a while.
Well, if it sells well, Marvel might license it for more than that.
Honestly, they should just sell the rights to ROM entirely. I mean, what else is Hasbro going to do with it? They made another comic, and it was good, but it didn't last very long.
Here's something I suggest that they should have done for the longest time. Marvel still slightly co-owns some of the stuff from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon show. Hasbro owns ROM.
All right, let's see if we can get Mr. Ed
Trade.
Demption back. Like, hopefully he just ended up back at the stables.
Hopefully.
Manage own horses. God damn it! Where's Mr. Ed Demption?
Oh, no.
Where did I get
RIPS
this
fan.
horse?
Wonder Woman got the hammer before she fought Storm.
Yep. And then she got rid of the hammer because she thought it would be unfair against her.
Yep.
Yep. Proving once again that she's worthy of the hammer.
Yep.
Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta film in the morning, so I will see you guys later.
That's fine. You have a good night.
Lovely night.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
and then
know if there's
Lou-
a way for us to recover Mr. Ed Demption? Because that's
That I
the
don't
important
know.
thing here.
But
We
look.
got to get our horse back. And have a good night, Crimson.
Good night.
What if Gore the God Butcher turned good? Chow, Rom,
Ow,
the
Jesus,
Teletubbies.
Andrew.
Stream title, why my horse run off? The thing is, I wasn't paying attention, so we might have like had the wrong horse for like the entire stream, and I just never noticed.
I'm one of them.
Because I know we recovered Mr. Ed Demption after we were knocked out.
1 second.
Whatever horse you have is Mr. Ed Demption.
Yeah, I
mean,
kinda
will,
like that
if I need to
thinking.
make Mr. Ed Demption 2, fine.
Where it's coming from.
Once you lose your, once you get a different horse, it makes it so that counts as your horse.
Ah,
That's a dumb mechanic.
that is a terrible mechanic. Okay, well.
No problem. Reload your last hard save like chat said and just redo the entire stream.
I do not have amazing computer skills. I am a writer.
Sir? So, how's you? All fine.
Eliza, I think you should use your amazing computer skills to solve this problem.
I don't have amazing computer skills. My amazing computer skills are, I press button, this makes things work, right?
Eat poop.
I am a writer.
Alright, equipment. We'll just, we will upgrade everything again.
Saddles here.
Plays taps for Mr. Ed Demption.
You must be a connoisseur.
Trust me, if I know how to write computer code, the game that I made on RPG Maker 10 years ago would actually have been good.
Get out of here. Diablo horn, duckbill horn.
I mean,
Here we
it's
go.
gotta-
Redemption Sidewinder horn. I think that'll be appropriate.
Yes.
Saddlebag. Upgraded saddlebag. We still got that.
Equip yourself and not need it than the other way around.
Yeah, that's a good question. What about his horse luggage? Can you do something about that?
We already got the
Hopefully.
saddle.
Will go a real long way. Trust me.
Horns, I know affects. No, we already got
I
the horns.
think you should do it. well with the
Stirrups. Affects our speed and
You
everything.
can tell the difference with these additions.
Oh, I enjoy pancake with maple stirrups.
Hooded stirrups. Bedrolls. Padded wool. Canvas bedrolls.
Oh, Zach Fetch says, anyone else wonder why Vision wasn't with the alternate Wanda in either the House of M comic or the Multiverse of Madness film? No
That's
comment, haven't seen, haven't read.
That's a very good question. Appearance, equipment. Back. Alright, how do I rename you? Info.
It can get real muddy out there sometimes, can't
Horse provisions. Gotta start
Super
all
cute.
over
The
again,
horse
just making
one
you
for
like
me.
me. Tack and service. Services. Horse care package. Rename horse. Here we go. Mr. Ed Demption. How do we spell it? Ed Demption?
Yeah.
Sure, yes, that's, yeah.
Two.
That's works.
Won't let me do a number.
I.
Yee.
There we go.
Now that's a proper name for a horse.
All right, well, welcome to the team, Mr. Ed Demption 2. Hopefully
Should you
we
need
won't
a
lose
third
you
horse, you'll have to-
mysteriously.
Should you need a third horse, you'll have to call Mr. Ed Demption Undead Nightmare.
There you go.
Actually, if I recall correctly, there weren't any of the robotic characters from Marvel in House of M. Huh.
It's a female
I'm
horse,
remembering
Mrs.
correctly.
Ed Demption. I don't actually know. I didn't actually check to see the gender of our horse. We will double check that later. If it turns out it is female, I will make it Mrs. Ed Demption. In the meantime, we got story stuff we got to do now. I do like the sound of the cobblestones. It's quiet right now on the stream, but I can hear a little bit of
You're
it.
clopping? No, I hear it.
So, Chad, I'm just, because of that question that was asked by Zach, but I'm getting to the question, were there any of the robot characters from Marvel in the House of M?
Who am I supposed to talk to exactly? Just talk around town, I guess?
Hello.
Classic Watcher, yes, that is how most horse hooves in Foley work is done.
Hey there.
I do like that in Monty Python Holy Grail. Like, where'd you get those coconuts? We found them.
Well, those come from the tropics. A bird could have carried them. A bird? A swallow.
Nice round.
I do not remember how it exactly goes, but I have not seen that movie in such a long time.
It's been a while.
Over here.
I remember the bridge scene more than anything else. Well, that and the killer bunny.
Yeah, the killer bunny.
Gotta retrain you to do all this stuff, Mr. Ed Demption.
Okay, boy.
You gotta be a way that I can hitch my horse to something. Oh. There we go.
What
Why
is
do
your
you think
name?
coconuts migrate? There we go.
Stick 'em up,
Well.
cowboy.
What is your
God damn it,
favorite
Dutch.
color?
Hey, Dutch. Oh, I thought so. So,
Ah.
here we are in a strange land of papists and rapists. America's very own Gamora.
This city's all look the same to me.
Criminy.
How you get on?
Linkara unintentionally playing Red Dead Redemption 2 Nuzlocke.
What I've heard.
Yeah.
I
Done
hope
with it now.
your first Demption didn't die.
You know what? He didn't die. He retired.
I missed the first Mr. Ed Demption. You're nothing compared to.
He went off to go live on a farm. He was tired of all the violence.
Funny you should say that. Well, you know how it is. I'm sure. I say that's the state of Lemoyne for you. America's dirty little French secret. Over That's here. Why we love it. Born and raised. Well, I'm sorry.
My favorite part of the bridge is, what is your favorite color? And then the person actually gets their favorite color wrong.
Yeah, they like, well, because they heard Arthur say blue and it worked. Blue.
Whiskey? Oh, that's the real stuff from Scotland. Okay. Here, have one for yourself. Well, thank you.
Mr. Redemption 2. I don't even know how I came to be a horse in the first place.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, where did we get Andrew? Where did we get Mr. Redemption 2?
Me, I'm asking.
No, leave it, Fred.
What do you mean, leave it?
Look, I don't know what business you in, but leave it, Fred. You and your pal that was in here before.
All right, so
Yeah,
we
it's
don't
good.
like... So,
Bronte?
asking about Bronte is a bad idea, apparently.
Italian spaghetti eating long streak of piss big. It makes my skin crawl. I'm so
Swarthy.
Yeah,
Not
they
a word
really
you don't hear very
do
often. Swarthy.
word.
Where can I find him? Oh, well, I reckon
I don't know. I like the words that start with S and end with Y a lot, like swarthy, savvy.
Oh, and friend,
They're very nice words.
immigrants.
Ooh, Emperor Seth. What happened to the first Mr. Demption? Oh, the horse is a corpse, of course, of course.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Zach 92, the Star Wars prequel never got Infinity's comics like the original trilogy. What if scenarios would you want to see? And don't be a smartass and say, what if they didn't suck? No, of course I wouldn't do something like that.
What if they didn't damn it.
What would be fun for me? What I think would be a fun scenario? What if Anakin hadn't betrayed the Jedi? What if what's his face? What if Qui-Gon had trained him?
Well, I got one. You know that one scene in The Phantom Menace where they're testing Anakin and they have cards that he can't see and he's calling each picture correctly despite not being able to see it himself, and then they're like, nah, fuck it, this was an entire waste of time, we're just trolling you, he's too old. What if they didn't do that and we're like, oh my god, you passed and you're only 8, which is very impressive.
What if they officially allowed him to be trained but like under someone else?
Yeah, instead of wasting everybody's damn time. Nah, he's too old, fuck it. Really? Then why are we even doing this?
Just walk up to any man with a ring on his finger and turn it 3 times?
Hi there. Have you seen any kids around here?
Oh yeah, just through that archway there.
that's actually a good idea. Good idea. What if Dooku decided to help the Jedi instead of becoming a Sith?
Hey, you got a cigarette, mister?
Maybe.
Huh?
I'm looking
Because Dooku didn't become a Sith until in between episode 1 and 2, when he was approached by Sidious, who convinced him to join.
This is kind of amazing. Just this little kid. You got a cigarette, mister? Like, wow.
I'm an entrepreneur. You don't want to pay, then I don't want to walk.
Also by Brat.
Come on.
It's funny because this kid knows he can get away with it. If it's an adult, you could just punch him in the face, but you're really going to do that to a kid?
Yeah, no.
Stay close. Easy to get lost around here.
More worried about them back there.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, I know people who were doing that at age 8,
No one knows
the smoking, smoking cigarettes, not hustling people.
It's JoJo Part 8, that one shakedown street where just everybody gets shaken down.
Luke was only 16.
Not that I'm much of a reader.
Yeah, like when they said he was too old, he was like pushing adults. Anakin's like a child, like too old. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because apparently you got to start at like 3 or 4 years old or some crap like that.
Yeah, they got that academy where they're awkwardly swinging their little toy lightsabers.
Yep.
Anakin is 8 and Luke was 16. It is so insane that Anakin was too young, but Luke just right.
Here's the real truth of the matter. What were they gonna do with him if they didn't train him?
That's a good question.
You just let Force users run around?
Oh, little prick. Pickpocketing little urchin. Chase the kid. Oh, Captain Avenger says, I'm back, and what happened to our horse? He moved to a farm upstate. Are you gonna deadeye the kid?
No, I'm trying to restore our
stamina. I saw you highlighting the deadeye tonic, so I was like, damn, you are mad.
I mean, I am pretty mad. God, the game slowed me down.
1 hour HPS fan, we don't want to buy that boy's death sticks. We want to rethink our life. Yeah, can you call your own horse?
Nope.
Well.
God, son, it's not what I'm trying to do!
That kid's cheating. I'm caught up in an animation and he knows it. Oh, what an asshole.
What if Anakin Skywalker wasn't the chosen one?
What if the concept of chosen one is just bad storytelling?
Yeah, well, it's not always bad storytelling. There have been a few good chosen one stories that I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, usually those involve the person having to like train or like be worthy of being the chosen one, so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Or they have to choose themselves as the chosen one.
Yeah.
Like, one of the best examples of that is, what was the name of that thing again? I don't remember the name of the thing that I read once. It was a book.
By the way, I just had a thought. These kids are obviously, robbing you for everything you got, but did that guy who led you to the kids, like, was he in on it? Or did he just not have an idea?
Screw, I'm gonna go with the easy answer for how some chosen word stories work. Link from The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, I thought you had him.
Because Link is a chosen one, but he only becomes the chosen one the moment he chooses to take up the Master Sword.
I mean, like, he's chosen in, like, Ocarina of Time, but in The Legend of Zelda NES, like, he's a guy. He just gets the job done.
I'm telling you, if you come with W... Fellas, you seen a kid come through here? About 14, 15? Oh, yeah, he ran right through us. Ran around the corner there.
Wait, did you just pass the kid?
Nope, there he is.
Nope.
You damn right.
Fun, mister. I like you.
What if Jar Jar was the chosen one?
No. Palpatine was the chosen one because Jar Jar chose him.
What if the Darth Jar Jar theory was correct?
I don't think I would like
Jar
that.
Jar's the key to all this.
Give me my things, boy.
What are you talking about, friend?
I ain't your friend, but that kid is, and he robbed from me. Now give me back my stuff and take me to Angelo Bronte.
Senor Bronte.
The kid was gonna show me before he robbed me. Now, come on,
You new in town, mister?
come on.
Mr. Bronte's got a lot of friends, mister, but I ain't never seen you.
We ain't friends.
Devmon, that's a bit disturbing.
Mr. Bronte, he's got fine hair. He got a beautiful house, and I am proud to work for him. He got 50 men, mister.
You got
I ain't
50
gonna care a thing
kids.
about you.
I just want to speak with you.
I'm sure you do, mister. You and them friends of yours been asking about him all over town. He been mighty disrespected. Bunch of muddy
What if Qui-Gon let Jar Jar die, didn't invoke the life debt?
Well, you and your friend should pay him a visit, mister. He's got a big house on Flavian Street opposite the park.
Hey, Yoko.
Now, get out of here.
Elite 555. So what do we think about Johnny Young Bosch being the dub voice for the main character of the new Ultraman?
I've heard about that. I don't know much about the series itself, so I could not tell you how I feel about it, but seems okay. Johnny Young Bosch is good.
The Johnny Young Bosch from Galarian's Ash on PS2, incredible.
Mr. Ed Demption!
Oh no, the kids took him too. Son of a...
Great, now we gotta get another one!
Well...
Go get yourself something to eat.
Sir, I want you to have this.
Thanks, friend.
Yay, what I always wanted.
Something instead of just begging.
Red Dead 3 is just gonna be the search for Mr. Ed Demption.
Red Dead Redemption 3, the search for more gold.
Oh, I thought they were making a search for Spock reference, but the search for more gold. Yeah, the search for more gold.
Oh, sure, you're well fed, Mr. Ed Demption.
Of all the men I ever knew, he was the most horse.
Horsey.
What is wrong with you?
Bet the horse is secretly a Pinkerton. No, let's not disrespect the horse like that.
You're the
He's
chosen
new.
one.
He's still got a lot to work. He's not as skilled as our Mr. Ed Demption, so it's gonna take some time to break him in. You gotta learn the ropes.
He's got to earn that Mister in his name.
I will look back on this horse as one I rode. Yep, he sure was a horse.
who was easily fooled by the horse.
Where you been? Getting robbed? Who by? Bunch of children. I won't inquire anymore. But I found Mr. Bronte. Seems to be some Italian Mr. Big.
I don't even remember why we're talking trying to find out this Mr. Bronte guy.
Wants to talk about him. Apparently lives in a big house.
You wanted to find out about Mr. Bronte, and the kid said, perhaps some other event will transpire.
Visit. I'll get John. You meet
Well, to be fair, that's because Mike isn't reliable for anything.
What
Except
is-
for headaches.
What is the worst Star Trek movie? I would say probably Insurrection, but that's just a personal thing for me.
I would agree with
Get
that.
back Jack. Okay, that's where we're going to see him. Because we're still trying to get the kid back.
Is the kid Bronte? No. Bronte is the author of Jane Eyre, of course,
Of
obviously.
Parasites, reptiles.
What if the horse is really Micah in horse costume?
Oh, God.
We're a long way east of land we know, far from real open country.
Angelo Bronte is actually, what's his name again?
One of the other Bronte sisters?
Oh,
No,
dear.
I was gonna make a joke and I just forgot the name. I was gonna use,
Elizabeth Bronte, of course.
What is this? Trapper? Fence? Let's go to the fence and sell some stuff.
Yeah, one RHPS fan said Into Darkness as worst Star Trek movie I had heard. Like of the newer ones.
Angelo Bronte is actually Chris Pratt.
Oh, because it said Mario. Got it.
I forgot Chris Pratt's name.
Oh, well, it's Chris Pratt.
What if Count Dooku lived and raised Leia?
Wait, he was also the protag in Persona 3? Are we back to talking about Johnny Young Bosch? Because
I presume so,
otherwise,
yeah.
who else are we
Possibly.
talking about?
Search for Sabak is an amazing film.
Okay, let's see your way.
Alright. Sell the gold bar. Oop. I was not intending to sell that, but that's fine. Potent
Can you
snake
imagine
oil.
this guy at his little general
American
goods
cards we're
store,
keeping
just with a gold
around,
bar?
but these pocket watches, we can definitely sell
Look
those.
at what you can find hiding in the gutter.
Start of the stage. Silver emblem ring.
I won't ask where
Buckles.
I came
Silver pocket watches. Gold wedding ring. Platinum engraved buckles.
from. Sure, why not?
What are you selling?
You have a cat.
Ground
What
coffee,
are
we
you
keep
buying?
that. Fawn of America. Yeah, I think that's enough.
Just every time you sell like a gold bar or a watch,
Holy crap.
thank you.
If you have the
Oh, Johnny
Beaver
Young
tooth
Bosch
trinkets.
was the Persona 4 protagonist? It was 4? Huh.
What do the trinkets do?
But far more importantly, he voices Rion in Galarian's Act.
Actually, what can we buy from the fence? A tomahawk. We get like a. Apparently we already have a tomahawk. Neat. We can buy baked beans.
Sure.
Very
There you
important.
go.
Canned peas.
Graham
Kits.
finds a bag of dried peas.
Rosebud frozen peas. You did for
Yes.
executioner hood. A canvas sack hood. Metal skull mask. Okay.
Are
A
you
psycho
serious?
mask or metal skull mask for when we're robbing things. What do you guys
What
think?
do
Metal
look like?
Skull Mask.
A
Yeah,
metal
yeah,
skull
I'm
mask
leaning
does
toward
sound good
metal
for Tombstone McShooty.
I am leaning toward Metal Skull, but I'm curious as to what Psycho looks like.
You have the idea.
Same.
You know what? We can afford it. Let's buy both.
Create some,
Oh my god.
Psycho mask looks like a hockey mask.
Because Canvas Sack Hood, that's like Friday the 13th, like what, part 2?
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
just like a guy in a...
Wait, so is the metal mask the Jason X mask?
Too much.
Give us a second. Here.
Oh, by the way, the potentially hot take, I legitimately like Jason X.
Oh, Jason X is great.
Partly satirical, anyway. Also, I see in chat, the trinkets and talismans give you bonuses.
Yep, not really necessary.
Oh, right. Okay, thanks, Steph. I forgot. Yeah, Persona 3 is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal in the original, and Alex Lay will voice him in Persona 3 Reloaded. Johnny Young
I
Bosch was
must
4.
need to be able
Okay.
to. I must need to equip the mask at at a place in order to get it back. Because I also lost my hat. Also, canned sweet corn right through the mask.
It's fine. Wouldn't that be funny if you just it just awkwardly just hit the mask and just fell on the ground slowly.
Yep.
Like, ugh, that'll be another 78 cents. Damn it.
Also, a random event is happening. We'll probably do that, and then we're going to call it a night.
Good morning, mister.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Good morning, sir.
Would cost $25.58, like $2,558 in 1899. Would cost $92,258.08 in 2022. Linkara is freaking loaded.
Yep.
You there, can you spare something for the poor? You, kind sir, will you help?
Ooh, what if Palpatine accidentally enacted Order 60
You're wrong on 2 counts, sir. I'm a humble
or
man,
Order
a
6?
penitent monk, not a priest, and you're a magnificent bit of work. You may have made some poor choices, but which of us hasn't?
You have no idea.
But you do, and God does, and that's enough for me and for him.
We shall see.
That we shall, sir. But why don't you hedge your bets and give 2 bits to the poor? There are so
I will
many
donate
go
2
hunt-
bits to the poor.
Sure.
You're alright.
Bless you, sir.
How you getting on, anyhow?
These are a somewhat apathetic lot, I'm afraid.
My mentor says that America is designed to induce apathy in people.
It's a wonderful insight.
You know,
You must be a wise man, your mentor.
you're not wrong.
Well, sometimes he's a downright fool, but usually he's the best man I know.
That's wonderful. The thing is, well, poverty will always be with us. But slavery, I thought we had banished that. Like Saint Denis is acting as a staging post for shipping slaves out to some of the islands.
I don't believe you. It's 1899.
Maybe you should take a look for yourself. I've heard that the pawnbroker down the block around the corner, the one with the green door.
I don't know what Order 60 was, but I know that Order 6 was ordering all the clone troopers to toss their communicators away as quickly as possible and to not receive another communication except unless it's directly given to them by a commanding officer.
Are you telling me the fence we just got, sold a bunch of stuff to
You might be a slave trader.
is a slave trader? Oh, we're going to have words.
Excuse you.
Also, 2 chats. One RHPS fan says, this morning I watched an anime dub starring Johnny Young Bosch, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Yeah, that was big in the 2000s when I was in college.
Yep.
And Fruity Groovy says, Johnny Young Bosch also voiced Kamen Rider Dragon Knight and Onyx in the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight video game. So he's been in all... Yeah, I've heard about this. He's been in all big 3 Tokusatsu franchises. Yeah, Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, and Ultraman, which is crazy. Because he was Power Rangers in, like, the movie.
Well, he was actually... Johnny Young Bosch joined Power Rangers in Season 2.
Alright, touche.
And he continued all the way up until halfway through Turbo and then returned for In Space. For a single episode. And then returned again in Power Ranger Operation Overdrive and the new special that came out. He's also been in Godzilla.
Wait, did you catch that? To find the secret compartment where this guy might be dealing with slaves, the key
caught
book is called The Scourge of Crossbreeding. That's
Yep.
fucked.
Oh god, that is.
Well, have fun doing your work, Linkara.
To quote a couple horror movies, well, actually, I'd be quoting the bad guys there. I was gonna say I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil's work. No, I am the good guy and I am here to do the work of heaven. Set free the oppressed, clothe the naked, and your light shall break forth by like the dawn, and the glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. One of my favorite Bible quotes.
Good stuff.
Also, my favorite one of the extra orders from Star Wars is Order 65. Arrest the Chancellor, never listen to a single word he says ever again, and enact emergency powers to the nearest either senator of highest rank or other official.
That's another fun one. What happens if you there's another fun what if. What if you were to stop what if they stopped the Chancellor before he they're actually successful in stopping him?
Yeah, like Dooku, like or even,
like when
what
the
if
Jedi
Dooku
go to
just
confront
told
him, like Anakin doesn't doesn't kill Wade Mace Windu. And
Or
instead they
even the
arrest the
beginning of the
Chancellor.
movie. Even the beginning of the movie, Anakin just loses to Dooku.
Yep.
And yes, Captain Adventure, I did check out the link you sent me on Discord. Some of those controllers actually look pretty nice.
Oh, I like that chat. I may be named Shooty, but I'm a pious man.
Darn tootin'. I'm on a mission from God.
What if Obi-Wan accepted the offer for death sticks? That'd be so stupid. I can't believe I trusted a guy literally named Sleaze Bagano.
To be fair, there's a guy named Elon Sleaze Bagano.
That's what I'm saying.
We
That was
love
the guy
Elon Sleazebag.
Yeah. I can't believe I fell for that. It was like Spoonie's joke from like years ago. Like, I even used my real name. You voted for a guy called Dr. Insano.
You were right. Found these two imprisoned in that shop.
Oh my, that's... Well, they are blessed to have met you, Arthur.
Trust me, in that they're very unusual. I don't think they speak much English.
My brothers, come. Let's go get something to eat. Manger. Comida, please.
Hey, you forgot this?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Here,
What does?
for your services.
Well,
These men myself.
I don't know. Like he forgot his plate, but like that's his whole thing. Like I keep trying to think that like there's some ulterior motive to everything, so it probably is nothing.
Magnificent. Come on. Come. Come see me again sometime. I often work at the old church.
I don't trust
St. Francis.
that
The monk?
brother. Yeah.
I trust him. And you know what? I think this is a good place to end the stream. So we're going to save right here with our new Mr. Ed Demption.
Well done.
All right, well, that's it for this stream, cowpokes. Unfortunately, we're not going to be around here next week because I'm going to be at Too Many Games. Hopefully you will be too. It's a great convention. I've been there before. I'll be selling many things, including these little Descent ships. I will be selling DVDs, CDs, little badge cards, and other fun trinkets. So thank you all. Oh, I'll also be selling ocarinas. I printed off a few Zelda ocarinas, so you'll have those.
Oh, and multiple people in chat are saying the monk is trustworthy, so I feel better already.
Oh, good. I'd
For me,
hate
it was
to
just the way
think
that he
we
almost-
delivered slaves to a slaver.
Yeah. I was
Alright.
kind of a little bit worried because of him forgetting his almost forgetting his
Yeah,
plate.
that raised my eyebrow, but apparently he's on the level. Maybe
Well,
he
he's
actually
he's,
did
you know,
forget.
he's preoccupied with trying to get those poor people some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was too good. So okay, we're cool.
Can we buy a magic gun for you? Unfortunately, not. I would need to find like a matching flintlock pistol model, and that would all be a whole thing. All right, y'all have yourselves a good rest of the evening. I want to thank Lotus Prince and Eliza,
Oh, it's great being here.
Yeah, thank you very much for hosting.
and have yourselves a good night.